Hey guys, if you're interested in any figures or figure accessories that I have currently up for sale, go ahead and send me an email. Just go to my channel page on YouTube and go to the About section, click on that, and you'll be able to get in touch with me.
Where's Bane? Oh, where is that man?
Speak of the devil, and he will appear.
What the hell is going on?
Our plan is proceeding as expected.
Oh, really? Do I look like I'm running Wayne Enterprises right now? Your hit on the stock exchange, it didn't work, my friend. And now you have my construction crews going around the city at 24 hours a day. How exactly is that supposed to help my company absorb Wayne's?
Leave us.
No, you stay here. I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
I've paid you a small fortune.
And this gives you power over me?
What is this?
Your money and infrastructure have been important. Till now.
What are you?
I'm Gotham's reckoning. Here to end the borrowed time that you've all been living on.
Pure evil.
I am necessary evil.
How's it going, my fellow collectors? I am back again with another Hot Toys video review. And this time we're going to be taking a look at the MMS 689 Hot Toys The Dark Knight Trilogy Bane figure. Or more commonly known as Bane 2.0, as most collectors call it. Because this is the second iteration that Hot Toys has come out with. And as per usual, we're going to start the review off by talking about the source information. Although I won't say much about it because I've already gone over it. If you guys take a look at the Daft Toys Bane figure review that's on my channel, I talked about the movie right there. And I've also talked about it in the Hot Toys Catwoman review. So I've pretty much talked it to death. There's no need for me to repeat myself. So as for the score, because it was the weakest out of the three, I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10. That's what I've given it in the past, so I'm going to stick with that score and give it the same score, a 7 out of 10. So let me talk you guys through this pose real quick. Obviously it's his signature pose, and it looks pretty damn awesome. He's walking toward Batman on the catwalk, ready to kick some ass. Alright, so that does it for the source information. Now we're going to move on to the next category. Alright, so now we've made it to the category of packaging. And I'm going to try to blow through this quickly. Starting off, we have the image front and center, and this looks like a still shot from the movie itself. You have Bane there in black and white. He's standing in the city of Gotham, and it looks like it's falling apart in the background back there. And it's very in theme with the rest of the Hot Toys Dark Knight Trilogy figures, like the Batman DX19 and Catwoman, with the whole black and white theme. And then when we move on down, you get the title, the Dark Knight Trilogy, with the bat symbol. It says Bane, MMS 689, 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then you got the Hot Toys logo and the movie Masterpiece logo on the left bottom side, and the DC logo on the bottom right. On one side you have the Dark Knight Trilogy title again with the bat symbol. On the bottom you get the DC logo again. Nothing on the top. And on the other side is the exact same thing. And on the top it's the same thing, the Dark Knight Trilogy with the bat symbol again. And on the bottom you get the Dark Knight Trilogy title again with the bat symbol on the bottom left. And in the middle it says 1/6 scale Dark Knight Trilogy Bane figure, MMS 689. And then you get the movie Masterpiece logo and the Hot Toys logo on the bottom right. And the DC logo also. Then on the back, on the top, On the left, it says the same thing, Bane, the Dark Knight Trilogy 1/6 scale collectible figure. On the top right, it says the same thing also, the Dark Knight Trilogy with the bat symbol. You got your warnings and choking hazards and stuff that nobody really reads on the left. And then Hot Toys and all the distributors and retailers that sell Hot Toys products on the right. On the bottom right, you get the barcode, and on the bottom left, you get the DC and WB logos. And this box does have a sleeve, so let me remove that. And once we take that off, you see the window displaying the figure and all of its accessories. Of course, they're not in there right now because I took them all out. On the bottom, you have the bat symbol again, and on the top it says Bane. And on one side, you get Bane's right arm with the DC logo on the bottom. And on the other side, you get Bane's left arm with the DC logo again on the bottom. And on the back, you get a full image of the Bane figure. And this picture is the figure itself this time. It's not a movie still. And then you get the Dark Knight Trilogy title with the bat symbol again on the bottom. And that's about it for the packaging. Like I said before, it is in theme with all of the Dark Knight Trilogy line of Hot Toys figures. So I'll give it what I gave the Catwoman packaging, which was a 9 out of 10. Alright, so that takes care of the packaging category. Now we're going to move on to the next category. Alright, so now we've made it to the category of likeness. And I gotta tell you guys, this is probably the best likeness that I've seen in a long time. They got the likeness to Tom Hardy and how he appeared in The Dark Knight Rises spot on. You got the scars there on the top, on the back of the head, and the eyes, the mask, the incredible detail that it has. Man, it's crazy. Really good. I mean, I never owned the Hot Toys 1.0 Bane figure, so I don't know how much of an improvement this figure is over that one. But I did own the third-party Daft Toys Bane figure, and I have to say that that one was very poorly executed in how they made that. I mean, I know it's not fair to compare it because it's third-party, but still. You have collectors like me who want the accuracy to be as close as possible to real life. And man, I got so much flack for dissing on the Daft Toys Bane figure.
Oh, if you don't like it, then why'd you buy it? Why didn't you just buy the Hot Toys 1.0 Bane figure? If you're so dissatisfied, blah blah blah, whatever. Haters are gonna hate. We're all entitled to our own opinions, guys, and if you don't agree, then don't agree. Turn the video off, move on. But anyway, yeah, this likeness is next level. I'm going to give it to you guys straight right now and give this category of likeness 10 out of 10. Even the little hole on the side of the mask where you can see some skin, you can see that it's like pressed up against his cheek. It's really good. The piping on the mask and everything, the detail. Even the paint apps, oh my god. So yeah, that's about it for the likeness. Now we're going to move on to the next category. Okay, so now we've made it to the category of outfit. And what more can I say, guys? I mean, he comes with 3 different looks. And that's a lot. So, right now I have him dressed up in the winter coat. I already talked about the mask and the likeness category, so I won't go over that now. We'll work our way down from that, and we'll talk about the harness on his torso. That's really good. It's got weathering all around it, like especially in the pads, like right here in the abdomen section. There's weathering going on. It's very militaristic. The studs that you see everywhere. The belt brace that he wears is very screen accurate. He's got the red pull tabs. That's also very accurate to the movie. The coat itself, it's not even made of pleather or leather. It feels like a suede material. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. And you can see he's got the winter wool on the inside of the coat.
And it does have lining on the interior of the coat, so you don't have to worry about staining the rubber body that it has. But yeah, the harness that he wears, even the belt brace, also it's all stitched in, so there's no way of removing any of this clothes. He's also got this pleather gauntlet that he wears on his right hand, and he does come with two. He comes with this one, which he wears when you put the coat or the jacket on him. And the other longer gauntlet is for him to wear when he's not wearing any coats or jackets at all. So that's cool that Hot Toys thought of that idea. That way we don't have to worry about damaging the longer gauntlet. Also, speaking of the long gauntlet, they changed the way it works from last time on the 1.0 Bane. They put these Velcro straps on it, so now it's easy to take on and off the gauntlet on his arm. So that's really cool. And now that it's unstrapped, you can widen the gauntlet to make it fit the arm. And then once it's on the arm, you tighten the straps and attach the Velcro, of course. So that's really cool. I'm glad that Hot Toys thought of that, because there's less danger of damaging the gauntlet now. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about these pockets on the sides of his coat. It looks like they put some padding in them to make them bulge. I don't like that. I don't think that's how it looked in the movie. I don't think he had anything in his pockets, so it would have looked better if they were just flat. That would have been a whole lot better. Moving on, we have the military pants. We have the cargo pockets that are on both of his thighs. And they do have some straps on them. I don't think they're functional. I think they're stitched shut. I'm not going to find out. Yeah, I don't want to damage the pants. And he also has the fly here on his left leg, just in case he wants to take a leak. But it's non-functional. Moving on down, we have the knee pads, and these are attached via Velcro, so you can adjust them if you want. It's nice to see that Hot Toys has improved on that as well, because if they were glued on, whatever articulation you do on the knees, they would become unglued, and you'd have the pads falling off. Moving on down from that, we have the boots, and these are a sculpted plastic. But it's a very soft plastic, so it's really malleable. So you can kind of bend the toes, but they won't keep that position. So we also have the extra brown jacket. This is something that we haven't seen before in figure form, at least that I'm aware of. I don't believe I've seen any third-party companies or even Hot Toys give Bane the brown jacket before this. But it's really nice. As you guys have seen in the other categories, he was wearing this jacket. It fits him really good, and it's got a functioning zipper. And it's not even pleather material. It looks like it's a nylon. So that's great news. That means that it'll last you a long, long time. I wish that Hot Toys would make more pleather outfits out of this material instead of pleather. This nylon material, I think, would go a long way to making outfits on other figures last a whole lot longer. The one thing I don't like is the buckle here. As you can see, I think it was black and they painted it this gold color. I don't know. It looks like it's scraping off. I don't know what's going on. The detail on it is not very good. I don't know what happened. They really screwed up there. Oh well, it is what it is. Other than that, it's a great jacket. It's very screen accurate. The only nitpick that I have is the collar. It sits straight up, and that's not how it looked in the movie. Every time I try to adjust it, I just can't get it to look how it looked in the movie. It didn't sit straight up like this, but it didn't lay flat on his torso either. It's kind of in the middle. One thing I forgot to mention is that both the coat and the jacket, they have wires running along the bottom. So you could adjust either one to your liking. I believe those are the only spots where the wires are located. I don't think it has any running anywhere else. So here I could show you on the jacket as well. So yeah, I'm really happy that it came with all these outfits. The only thing that I kind of wish that it came with was the brown sweater here that he wore at the end of the movie when he was fighting with Batman one on one. This sweater here came with the Hot Toys 1.0 Bane. And I was hoping that I could get it on the 2.0 here, but it's looking like it's going to be impossible, guys. Like I said before, the harness that goes over his torso and the belt looks like they're all stitched on the body. And there's no way to remove it without cutting it off. The old 1.0 Bane had press studs on the back of the harness, which you could detach. And that's how you would remove the harness. And that's how you would be able to put the sweater on. And on this one, you can't do that. So that's a big bummer for me. Because I would have liked to have him in the sweater. Oh well, it is what it is. Another thing I forgot to mention is that he has some flaps on the both sides of his pants. And that is screen accurate, as you can see right there. He's just got them tucked into his boots. And it's on both of his legs. But yeah, that does it for the outfit. And since it does come with all of this, I'm going to give the outfit a 10 out of 10. Even though you can't get the sweater on, 3 looks is a lot. That's why it's got to get a 10 out of 10. Alright, so that does it for the outfit category. Now we're going to move on to the next. Okay, so now we've made it to the category of articulation. And once again, I am blown away by the abilities of Hot Toys and how well this figure is able to articulate. I wasn't expecting it to be as flexible as it is. So the head connects to the neck via ball and socket joint. You can turn it 360 degrees all the way around. Good lean from side to side. He can look up really well and down really well as well. As you can see, he's looking down right now. I'm really impressed with how flexible the neck is too. The base of the neck moves really well too. Even though it's medical grade rubber, I'm assuming, I'm not really sure. But it's definitely different when you compare it to the Fison or TB League bodies. It's not the silicone type of material that they use. This material is a lot smoother than what TB League and Fison use. And you're able to put clothing on a lot more easily than those Fison bodies. Because this doesn't stick at all. So yeah, really good. And as you guys saw earlier, I did have him in the harness pose where he has his both hands on the straps of his harness. And his elbows were fully bent all the way. And I had him in that pose for maybe over a day. And when I took him out of that pose, it was so nice because there was no creases, no lines, no anything on the elbows or anywhere on the arms. It was like I never even bent them. I was blown away. I'd never seen that before. Because if you put one of these Fison bodies in like where their elbow is fully bent, and you leave them like that for a little over a day, and then you unbend it, you can see a line. But when I did that with this body, there was no line. It was crazy. So yeah, they're definitely stepping up their game. Hot Toys, I mean. So moving on with the articulation, he's got good shoulder shrugs up and down. You can't rotate the shoulders a full 360 degrees all the way around because of obvious reasons, the rubber on the skin. But they do rotate pretty good. I'd say maybe 45 degrees, forward or backward. So yeah, that's good. A lot more than I was expecting. As for T-poses, he can do a T-pose with no problem, which again was to my surprise. He's got a bit of an ab crunch, not too much, because of the harness hinders that. I haven't tried the waist swivel, so I'm not sure about that. I haven't tried the lean either. I don't think he can lean much because of the harness again. As for the elbows, they do have a full double bend and they have ratchets. So that really helps with posing. You can get them to bend however far and it'll keep that position. And as for the wrist pegs, he's got standard Hot Toys wrist pegs. Nothing new with that. As for the crotch area, the hip to thigh, He can't kick up very far. Forward, I mean. And he can't do the splits very well either. He can't separate his legs very much. I think it's because of the pants. Doesn't kick back very far either. He can bend the knees, but not much either. And as for the boots, they're one solid piece. But like I said before, it looks like they're soft plastic. So you can bend them, but they won't hold the pose. So it's pretty limited on the range of motion on the ankles. Although he can stand up on his own with the support of the base or stand. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. From the waist down, not so good, but from the waist upward, pretty impressive, if you ask me. I mean, look at the texture on his skin. All the bumps and scars that he has all over his body. They did a really good job. And that is how Tom Hardy looked in the movie. They gave him all those scars and they made his skin look all bumpy, all with the makeup and stuff. When they first announced this figure way back like a year ago, I didn't think that was accurate at first because normally that's not how human skin looks. Like all rough and lumpy and stuff. But when I watched a couple of scenes again recently, especially the scene where he's fighting against Batman in the sewers, this is exactly how his skin looked. So I'm really impressed with how far Hot Toys has come. And let me just take him off the stand here for a second so I can show you guys something. So you see the skin and you see the scar that he has on his back up towards his neck here. Really impressive, outstanding work from Hot Toys. So yeah, like I said before, Hot Toys has come a long way in the improvements on their figures. So I'm going to have to give the articulation a 10 out of 10. He's not like Spider-Man where you can put him in any pose you want, but I wasn't expecting this much articulation from him. I was surprised on a lot of things. That's why I think it deserves a 10 out of 10. Alright, so that does it for the articulation. Now we're going to move on to the next category. Okay, so we've made it to the final category, which is accessories. And I guess we'll start off with the diorama base. So this is something that we've already seen before with the Catwoman figure. The only difference is that this one doesn't have the metal chains hanging from the backdrop. I guess it's okay for Hot Toys to give us another one of these reused bases. As long as Hot Toys doesn't make it a habit of just reproducing these stands or dioramas over and over again. I think twice is good enough. If I see this diorama base one more time, then we're going to have a problem. So you got this catwalk with some railings that attach to it. And then you get the backdrop that attaches to the railings and the catwalk. And then you get these 4 columns that are on all 4 corners of the bottom of the catwalk. They are adjustable in height. You can extend them or retract them. And then you also get this diorama waterway that's supposed to simulate water flowing underneath the catwalk. This, just like the Catwoman base, one of the columns doesn't fit properly. That's why you see it kind of sticking out right here. I've tried pushing it and everything, but the water, it's in the way pretty much of the column, so there's no way to get around it. It seems to be a recurring QC issue. No matter how hard I press on it, it doesn't fit. The resin water seems to get in the way of it. So yeah, that sucks. And you also have the basic crotch grabber stand that gives them support. And then you get the Bane nameplate there. It says The Dark Knight Rises with the bat symbol. I'm surprised that it doesn't say Dark Knight Trilogy on it like it says on the box. Yeah, pretty confusing. Moving on, we get both coats that I already talked about in the outfit category. And we get 8 hands in total. The ones that are on the figure right now are the spread open hands. We also get these relaxed hands. And they all have good Hot Toys quality as usual. You can see the paint apps are really good, and you can see the vein work also. He also comes with a pair of fists, and he also comes with a pair of gripping hands. So you can make it look like he's holding on to his harness or the bat cowl. You also get a spare pair of wrist pegs, just in case you break the ones that are already on the figure. And you also get a spare set of buttons, just in case the ones on the outfit fall off. You also get this joystick to move the eyes. I didn't mention that before, that he has rolling eyes, which gives this figure a lot more personality. The 1.0 version didn't have rolling eyes, so that's a real improvement. You also get the broken bat cowl. Catwoman also came with this. Again, another reissued accessory. It is different compared to the one that came with the 1.0 Bane. That one also came with a broken cowl, but this one is more whole than that one was. That one was like almost completely broken. It's only like half left, whereas this is only missing like 25% of it. And another thing that the 1.0 Bane broken bat cowl had that this one doesn't have, it had a speckling water effect on it to make it look like it was wet, like if water droplets were on the cowl. Since they were fighting in that waterway in the sewers, there was a lot of water raining down on both of them while they were fighting. You also get this second gauntlet strap. This is what you use when he's wearing the jacket or the coat. So it's like half a gauntlet. And it makes it easier to put it on his arm while he's wearing the coat or the jacket. And then you also get an instruction manual, but I left that in the box. Other than that, that's it. That's all it comes with. So as you can see, the accessories are mainly outfit based. So there's not a lot of accessories that he actually used in the movie. All of these accessories are just wardrobe accessories. So I think I'm going to have to dock it a point because of that. I mean, he could have come with the detonator that he used to blow up the football stadium. He could have come with the headset and microphone that he used to speak to the crowd that was in the stadium. He could have come with the Harvey Dent photo that he was holding when he was up on the tumbler. So yeah, there's plenty of accessories that he could have come with that he actually used in his hands, you know. A lot of missed opportunities there. That's why I'm going to have to dock it a point, and it's going to get a 9 out of 10. Alright, so that's the final category. Now we're going to add up the scores and wrap up this review. Alright, so to add up the scores and wrap up this review, guys, this figure gets a 55 out of 60. But despite all of those points taken off, guys, this is an excellent figure. The best one that I've seen in a long time. And that's saying a lot. If you guys are even the slightest bit fans of, even casual fans of the Dark Knight trilogy, I think this is a must-have. Highly recommended. So yeah, that's another review done and in the bag. Once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. But until next time, guys, I shall catch you all later on the tube. Alright, bye guys.